Hello and welcome to Autoportal.com, the car buying website that helps you buy better. Well, few cars in the Indian market need no introduction, and the Toyota Innova standing right here beside me is one of them. Despite being almost 10 years old, it still managed to sell in strong numbers right across India and has a huge fan following. Well, what makes it so special and so appealing to buyers? We'll find out on the show today. Well, the Innova's silhouette has remained more or less unchanged over the years. What has changed though are the front headlamps, the big grille up front, as well as the bumpers, both in the front as well as the back. Well, the Innova is huge on practicality, and what best way to show that to you than the boot. Well, unlike the latest generation of compact MPVs, which really don't have too much of luggage capacity once the third row is up, the Innova, it's an old school MPV, it's really big on size and there's loads of area to keep bags in even with the third row up. And because it is a tall car, you can really load it all the way up and it will manage to accommodate your luggage really well. If you want to improve the luggage capacity even more, you can of course flip these seats forward and fold them away and you get a nice and flat loading area. So overall, the Innova remains one of the best cars to have if you want to take your mother-in-law and drop her back to the hills. Well, the Innova's generous girth on the outside really translates into a very roomy and spacious cabin on the inside. I mean, when was the last time you saw me do this for headroom for a car review? I mean, this car is really big on space and the seats themselves are very comfortable. In fact, I'd really stretch out my neck and say these are probably the best seats, not only in the MPV segment but also in any segment which costs around 20 lakh rupees. And because this is the top of the line version, it comes loaded. You get Bluetooth, you get climate control, you also get this handy box over here to keep your cool drinks at, and a couple of places over here to keep your iPhone and that big bottle at. So really, overall a very good place to be inside the Innova, and the quality levels are very good as well. Cabin quality is pretty good. In fact, you really do feel that you've spent money very well. The beige, brown and the silver insert combination works really well inside this cabin. Well, getting inside the Innova is a cinch, the back seat, because the rear door opens up really nice and wide, and that really means that if you have older parents at home, this is the car to buy. This is really a hassle-free car to get in and out of. And as you can see, there's acres of headroom, very generous legroom as well, and you can really stretch your feet out over here. And because it has a very large glass area, it has big windows, it really does feel like a very roomy and very airy cabin. Just like any other MPV, you can of course pull these seats forward or push them back depending on who's sitting at the back. Also, you get AC vents at the back which have a very strong throw of air, and that really aids comfort on that long journey. Well, I'm in the last row of the Innova seats now, and surprisingly there's good amounts of legroom and pretty good amount of headroom as well, which really means that this seat is very usable for a tall adult like me. I'm 5'10" for reference, and I'm pretty comfortable in these seats. And to increase comfort even further, you have your own AC vents. Now, this is the only MPV in the Indian market which offers AC vents in the last row seats. And really, if you have a big family and you love traveling all together, then this is the car to buy. Well, the Innova comes with a 2.5 litre diesel engine which develops about 100 bhp of power and about 200 Newton meters of torque. And the good thing is that that torque comes in at a relatively low 1400 RPM, which means that you get a good wave of power coming in at a very low RPM, and that makes driving this car around town a pretty decent affair. Well, this engine is pretty decent in terms of performance. It's a very punchy engine, and the mid-range is especially very powerful, and all you need to do is get it in the right gear and the car really does offer a pretty good amount of performance. Well, this of course is a big MPV and it will not be as easy to maneuver around town as a hatchback, but that said, it's surprisingly very maneuverable, and what really helps the car's cause is this big glass area, especially this quarter window over here, which gives you a good view of the road ahead, and when you are cutting it into corners or taking that sharp turn, you do know where to go. The ride is very flat and it really does soak in the bumps at all speeds. Even at highway speeds it manages to soak in the bumps, and even at slow city speeds it will take in those bumps. The suspension really does a good job. Well, the gearbox is very long throw, and what that really means is that you can't really hustle it around into shifting, and it does reward the driver who has a very calm and relaxed driving nature. The steering is also pretty responsive, and it offers you good feedback. The grip level from the tires is also very good, and special mention must be made of the brakes. They are probably one of the best brakes on offer in this segment, and that really does help you inspire a lot of confidence when you are doing triple digit speeds on the highway. This car really does drop the anchor when you hit that brake pedal. Well, the Innova really comes across as the quintessential MPV. It offers very good cabin quality, a very flexible interior, and a lot of room in all 3 rows of seats. Well, even though it might be a little more expensive than most of its rivals, the Toyota badge really does ensure that resale values will be very strong when you decide to upgrade from this car, making the Innova a very, very strong and competitive package, and in the long run, really a car worth having. Well, and if you want to know more about this car and its rivals, head to our website www.autoportal.com. If you want to know about its main rivals, the Maruti Ertiga, you can click on the link below to watch the video review of that. If you want to know about its other rival, the Honda Mobilio, you can click on this link above to watch the full review of that. And if you want to know the comparison between those 2 cars, you can click on this link below to watch our video review of that as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest news and information on the latest cars coming in the Indian market by clicking on this link above. It's bye for now, and hope to see you soon.